Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. I'm back. I'm sorry I've been gone a little while, but I'm back and looking forward to doing your November readings for you. Before I start, I just want to do a couple of announcements. Number one, I'm going to be doing your readings for you grouped into the element signs in order to get your readings done for you as soon as possible. For November, and I'm starting with you earth signs, so that's Capricorn, Virgo and Taurus. Number two, I do apologize if my little dogs, one in particular, Daisy, does snore a little bit during the reading. She has a tendency to do that, so I do apologize for that. And number three, I am going to be giving away this month in November 40 personal one question recorded readings, and in order to have a chance to win one of these readings, all you need to do is hit that red button, that subscribe button, and then send me an email to veritastarot1111@gmail.com, simply putting one question reading in the title, and then just telling me what your question is, and remembering also to say what your star sign is, because what I am looking to do is for each of the elements, the four elements, earth, fire, and water and air, is to, just had a moment, and earth, fire, water and air, is to give each of those groups 10 free readings each. So do remember to put your star sign. And then I'll let you know by return whether you've won one of those 40 personal readings. They'll be about 15 minutes long, could be a little longer depending what Spirit has to say, but I will do a recorded reading and send it back to you at that email address that you've provided to me. So, earth signs, what we're going to do is move on now with your reading for November, and this is for you and for your soulmate to see where you both are on your journey at this time. And I'm going to be using the Tarot Illuminati for your soulmate, and for yourself I'm going to be using my Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and then we're going to pull some Spirit Song Tarot as well, some major arcanas from my Dream Tarot at the end, and some angel answers as well. So let's move ahead with the reading, earth signs, and see what Spirit has to say. So first of all, we're going to look at your soulmate. We're going to see what their perceived state of mind is at the moment in relation to you. What are they thinking about? How are they feeling about you? And let's have a look first of all. So this is for earth sign soulmate. What's their perceived state of mind? What are they thinking at this time? Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the Three of Pentacles here, which you can see, very beautiful. So this is a lovely start to the reading. So the Three of Pentacles is about building a new foundation. And so what I'm feeling here is that this is a new cycle with you both, whether this is a new soulmate coming in or an old soulmate that wants to come back and build a new cycle with you. There's a great deal of attention to detail that they're focusing at this time. They want to get this exactly right. And they want to be listened to as well. It's what I'm hearing. They want to be listened to. So let's have a look at your perceived state of mind at the moment. And this is in relation to your soulmate as well. Earth signs, perceived state of mind. Thank you. I did see the Chariot wanted to come out. We've got the Eight of Wands. So this is beautiful. The Eight of Wands is things happening, movement happening. I feel that you're hoping to receive some form of communication, or you already have received some form of communication with regards to this Three of Pentacles. The lovely thing about the Eight of Wands, it's very much messages that are coming from the right space, that are coming from the heart space. It also could be messages that you're receiving from Spirit. And those messages, as you know, can come in many different forms. They can come through your own feelings and thoughts, because God talks to us all the time through our feelings. They could come through in what I call receiving thoughts, which is that sudden sort of aha moments when words and thoughts come to you that make utter sense, you have a knowing about them, and that's spirit communicating to you as well. So I'm feeling there's a lovely energy between the two of you at this present time. What I'm going, and as I'm saying that, I'm seeing the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of their deck, which shows that they want to come forward with some form of message. It's just in that early stages at the moment, and there's a sort of slight tentativeness about it, but that's beautiful to see. So I'm going to look now at their challenge. If they could overcome this challenge, this would help them move forward in the soulmate journey. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So Earth sign soulmate, their challenge, please. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got Eight of Swords and the Five of Wands has wanted to come out, and the Prince of Cups is upside down at this time. So this is the Knight of Cups. So do you remember I said that there was a sort of tentativeness about an approach? This Eight of Swords is very much somebody who's trapped in their fear space, who doesn't really know how to move forward at this time. They're trapping themselves, and this is when fear takes over, and fear is, false evidence appearing real. So, we all have a tendency to do this, to expect the worst, to fear things that haven't happened yet. So this is where they are at the moment, that there is some fear attached with communicating with you about potentially a new start here with this Three of Pentacles, a new foundation to be built. And they don't know quite what to do at this current time. They're not going with the flow. They're overthinking. Thank you, Spirit. They're overthinking on this. You've also got here, and it's very interesting, they've got the Eight of Swords, but you've got the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you're in a very different energy space at this time. They're in their fear space and you're in that love space. We all have two, just put my light back on, we all have two wolves inside of us. We have the fear wolf and we have the love wolf, and the wolf that leads the pack is the wolf we feed. And currently you're being guided by your love wolf, your soul wolf, and they're being guided slightly by their fear wolf. But I do feel, because of this Three of Pentacles, they will be stepping out of this. This is just something that they need to overcome, Spirit's saying. And they've got this Five of Wands as well. So this is all of those thoughts and fears and lurches of feeling that they're getting, that's causing them this sort of confusion in their mind. They're not quite sure which way to turn at this moment in time. And that's why the Knight of Cups is upside down. It's stopping them from coming forward. There's a huge amount of feeling and emotion that they have for you. It's overwhelming for them at times, but they're not quite sure yet how to approach you. I'm going to look now at what your challenge is currently, my darling, to see if you can overcome this. This will help your journey moving forward as well. Thank you, Spirit. So Earth sign, a challenge, please. Thank you. If they could overcome that challenge. Thank you. There we go. Goodness, you also have the Eight of Swords. So you are also, well, you're both mirroring each other. I just want to show you both cards side by side. So you both are mirroring each other here. Why are you trapped in your fear space? Because you've also got this Eight of Wands about your direct perception of it. So I think in your moments of peace, in your moments of knowing, in your moments of understanding, you understand this connection, you know what's there, you understand and know your feelings for your soulmate, and you also know and understand their feelings for you. But there are moments where you have the fear-based, these hamster wheel thoughts that negate that peace, that are stopping this journey moving forward. When we have an utter trust and knowing about things, and when we let go and let God and allow the universe to come in and step in, the universe will always say yes, and it'll always come through with the cracks of least resistance. So if you have a knowing about your soulmate and you understand that this is how they feel, this is how you feel, but also you have that trust and faith in both of you, and you have the trust and faith that the universe has already replied yes to you. You've already manifested this, but it's about letting go of the how, what, when, who, and just allowing the universe to come in at the right time for you, because that, you know, this contrast that you're facing at the moment is, you know, we have to also know what we don't want in order to understand what we do want. But when you're in this trapped space, it's stopping it's like the wheel of fortune. It's putting those spokes in that wheel and stopping it from turning at this current time. I want to see what is in your recent past with your soulmate. Thank you. Let's have a look. Thank you. This is Earth Signs, recent past. Thank you, with their soulmate. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me. So you've got here the Eight of Pentacles. So there's been something where you've both, and I'm also going to pull a card for you as well. They have certainly been working hard on something and coming forward with this Three of Pentacles. Because if you look here, just before I pull your card, you've got this, of the eight, you've got the Three Pentacles here again in the recent past, and this is in their current perceived state of mind towards you, and you've also got the Five Pentacles here. So what I'm being told is that you've gone through a period of not being together. There's been a period of loneliness, there's been a period of sadness, there's been a period of missing, and this is certainly what they've gone through. And that is what they've gone through a contrast, and they've realized various things. And that's why they've been working on how to build a new foundation with you, how to move forward. And in order to do that, they have to you know, there's been, as I said, very careful attention to detail. And you could see here with this Three of Pentacles, they've been working hard on that initial cornerstone, this one pentacle here, and that was that Page of Pentacles we saw at the beginning of the reading. So this is their, you know, pages are all about transition and movement. You know, the knights of the real movement, but the pages are those initial thoughts, those initial ponderings and musings that people kind of go through in order to then make a decision, and then to have movement and move forward. So they've definitely in the recent past been working on whatever that message may be for you, whatever that conversation may be, because you, my darling, at the bottom of their deck are the Queen of Pentacles. And you've gone through a journey. I know there's been, you know, we all go through in our healing journey, we go through periods of things that are difficult. And sometimes it's because we don't want to address things within us, and so we block them. But what I'm saying here with this Queen of Pentacles, you've gone through a big transition yourself. You're holding that pair of spiritual knowledge. You're holding those grapes as your manifestations. It's a reminder to you that you're a great catch as well. That's represented by the hair. And there's been lots of sort of magical things that have been happening for you. And you're starting to see, I believe, your manifestations, you're starting to actually see them in reality, as above, down below. So let me have a look at, in your recent past, you've got the Eight of Pentacles for them. Thank you, Spirit. So you've had this Nine of Swords. So there has definitely been, and now you've got this Eight of Swords to overcome. There's definitely been a lot of heartache for you, a lot of a time of despair, and my heart goes out for you. You've had to face your fears. The Moon card is on the bottom of the deck there. You've had to go through a period of facing your fears. But you know what? These darker periods of our life, and I know that you understand this, this is when we're at our most transformative. This is when, you know, everything happens for us in our life, and it's how we choose to receive that it makes it the gift that it is. So if we choose to receive that those uncomfortable periods are periods when we can really grow and transform and shift and let go of emotions that no longer serve us, forgiveness because it brings us peace, that all is part of this journey, and that's the gift. So let me have a look now at your soulmate's next few steps on their journey. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for Earth Signs, their soulmate, next few steps on their journey. Thank you very much. Got the Hermit card, and that's wonderful to see. They are going to be spending a lot of time going within. The Hermit card is an essential part of this journey, this soulmate journey, because We can all spend far too long blocking things and saying that it's somebody else's fault. No, this happened because it's nothing to do with me, and it's somebody else made me feel like this. The Hermit card is a card to show that somebody is willing to shift and change, to observe, to understand what's happened in their life, to understand patterns of behavior that they might, conditioned behavior that they might have been doing, cycles of repetitive behavior that they might have been doing. And they're very much, with this Hermit card, focused on you, this light, this lantern here, that's their soul. And that, you know, when we go through these dark periods, you know, we always talk about the light at the end of the tunnel, but actually we are that light. You know, our soul is that light, that guidance, our soul that's connected to the universe and God. That's our guidance. And so they are beginning to understand, and they will go through this transformation because of the willingness they have to go within and to do some healing work. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil card. And so that means they're really going to be doing some work on releasing things that they, you know, could be codependent on. It could be addictions, it could be alcohol, it could be anything, but equally it could be the way that they've been behaving in the past in terms of their conditioned behaviors and maybe their triggers. You know, we are all of our relationships are for the evolution of our soul. We know ourselves through relationships with another, and so that is a beautiful thing when you stop to observe that and understand that if you are triggered by something or an experience, then God, the universe, has given you that experience, or that trigger, or that person, in order for you to stand back, observe, and think, well, why has that happened for me? And what is it I'm being asked to heal from and release? So that's very beautiful. I want to have a look at what your next few steps are in your journey at this time. Thank you, Earth signs, next few steps. Thank you, Spirit. The cards wanted to come out. So you have got the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is about coping, and it's about dealing with things. It's also can be about making decisions as well. And this is a reminder to you about not feeling overwhelmed by anything that's coming in for you in the near future. Those ships in the background there, they are manifestations, okay? They are coming in, but they're coming in at the right time. But if you get overwhelmed and you start to attach fear and anxiety and worry to what's happening to you, it takes longer, because the water represents your emotions, and because you're not at peace, the water is rougher. So the ships, those manifestations, take longer to come in for you. But it's a reminder from Spirit that literally you can do this standing on one leg. You don't need to worry so much. And this 8 here, this infinity symbol between these pentacles, those pentacles aren't going to fall. There is a beautiful balance between them, and everything is connected. And you are growing spiritually, will be growing spiritually as well. Thank you, Spirit. So what I'm now going to be looking at are, what are your soulmates' intentions towards you, their goals, their aspirations at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Earth sign, soulmate, what are their intentions at this time? Absolutely beautiful. The 10 of Pentacles. And there's so many pentacles in here. This is just lovely, obviously, with Earth as well. The 10 of Pentacles, this is and this is why they want currently their perceived state of mind is the 3 of Pentacles. They want this 10 of Pentacles with you. This is what brings them, you know, great hope, great happiness. Do you see here of the 10, you've got the 3 pentacles there, that's behind them. So that's something that this hope, they're going to do this work to build this foundation. It's already there in their minds. It's already happened. And then you've also got this other 3 of Pentacles here, which is this balance that you also are going to, there's a balanced approach to this relationship. There is, you want for them what they want for them, and they want for you what you want for you as well. And they haven't let go of you. This 4 here, Pentacles here, it says to me that they haven't let go of you. And there always has been that love, beautiful, energetic link between you. there's been a lot of wisdom that they've learned on this journey, and you've also learned on this journey. And what I also love to see here is with this child, there's also been a lot of inner child healing that's happened. You know, we're all triggered by that inner child within us. And we don't necessarily understand sometimes why we're triggered by things, but it's by going back and looking at what is the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling. Why am I being triggered? And so their goals and aspirations is to do that inner work. And that's why the Hermit cards are coming up in their near future. But you know something, you see the two dogs there as well. I always see, when I see dogs in these readings, Spirit knows that I see that that's a representation of our soul. So yours and their soul already know it's a happy ending. They already are very content. It's done, as above, down below. Your soul, your best friend who loves you unconditionally, already knows what's happening for you, and their soul does too. I'm going to also pull you some more advice from Spirit for you as well. Thank you. What else can you tell whoever's listening to this reading that might help them? Thank you at this time. You've got the King of Cups. So do you remember we saw the Knight of Cups upside down? And what Spirit is saying to me here is, don't attach fear to what you can't see in 3D, in reality. Remember always with relationships that we choose to see things or ignore things. What I want you to do is try and stop listening too much to what's outside of you and listen within. You know, like a snake has direct perception, they have no ears, they have direct perception going forward. I want you to feel your way through this. If you have a knowing about how your soulmate feels, and it's the King of Cups, then this is what Spirit's saying. They have an extraordinary amount of feeling for you. And they may not at this time be able to tell you how they feel, but it is something that is deep within them. And they are beginning with this King of Cups, because this is very deep emotion as well. They're beginning to touch, to prod it, to touch it, to see how it makes, you know, to really go within, because I think beforehand they've almost sort of ignored their feelings, their emotions. And Spirit's advice for you, my darling, do you see in the background there's a whale there playing? I think just kind of there's a whale playing. This advice to you is you keep doing you. The whale represents that wonderful connection we all have with Mother Nature. The whale represents the connectivity of everything in the universe. The whale also is incredibly, it's that family, it's that beautiful sort of nurturing nature. The whale also, they talk through that sonar. And so Spirit is telling me here that reminder to you that that's about vibration for you, okay, as well. So to keep your vibration high, to keep being positive, to keep saying, I am grateful, I am happy, to know that you deserve love, to remember to love yourself as well, and to listen to messages that are coming in for you, almost like the vibrational calls of whales, to listen to those feelings. Water represents feelings. So feel the feelings, listen to the messages. God talks to you through your feelings, as I said to you at the beginning of the reading. And that's lovely. I'm going to now look at a sort of potential outcome for you based on current energies. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Can you give me a couple of cards, one from each deck, please? Thank you. Thank you. So you've got the Five of Pentacles. I'm so sorry, my dog's starting to work. Lie down, lie down. You've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and I don't often do reversals, but this is good to see. So do you remember we talked about here in the past, because of this feeling of lack of and missing and everything, this work, they've been doing this work on themselves, they've been doing this work about coming forward. So Spirit is saying that this is reversed. It's whatever's coming in from you, and I'm going to pull another card, is something that is going to make you feel very fulfilled, and this is wonderful to see. Can I have one more card, please, on Five of Pentacles in reverse? Thank you. Ten of Pentacles again. So that's just confirming double this. You've now got 2 10 of Pentacles. And remember, the 10 of Pentacles was in their goals and aspirations. And this is your outcome, my darling, the 10 of Pentacles with them again. And again, this is just a beautiful card here. You've got 2 lots of 2 of Pentacles in the middle here, which talks about 2 decisions being made, but in balance, which is wonderful. And then both of you are putting in the effort with the 3 of Pentacles, 2 lots of 3 of Pentacles, that foundation. So that's just absolutely lovely to see. I'm also, excuse me, they obviously have something to say, and also excuse the fireworks if you can hear them going off at the moment. I'm going to pull for you some of my lovely Spirit Song Tarot to see what other messages they have for you. Thank you, Spirit. What other messages do you have for Earth signs? Thank you. The High Priestess. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got the 6 of Cups. So first of all, the High Priestess, my darling. Trust in your knowing, trust in your intuition. Observe, observe, observe. Stand back. Try and stand back out of this space you're in, and step into this space, because when you can stand out of this space, this is when you allow these receiving thoughts to happen. This is when you allow movement to happen. The High Priestess here is represented by the lynx here, and it is all about your intuition and your sacred knowledge. And it's a reminder to you that all will be revealed in divine timing, divine law. And that's also what the High Priestess represents. And it's a reminder to you always, as I said, about going within. You have all the answers within. You may be receiving them in dreams. You may be receiving them if you're meditating or you're doing things that bring you joy, whether it's, on your enjoy being alone. You don't have to fill all the time. Enjoy being alone. Enjoy your own company, because sometimes when you're on your own, it's when God wants to spend time with you. So enjoy the silence, is what Spirit's saying to me. And you've got here as well the 6 of Cups, which is again represented by the otters here. I love the otters representing the 6 of Cups. As you know, the 6 of Cups is a soulmate card. And there is a childlike energy to otters, and they swim and they have fun. It's a reminder to you as well about that whale card and the King of Cups, the whale in the King of Cups card. It's a reminder about moving with the flow, going with the flow. And otters also represent that whatever memories of the past that you both have of each other, they are influencing yours and theirs insight into the future, which is so beautiful. And I love seeing that. And lastly, I was just going to pull you some major arcana cards from my dream tarot, see what they say for you for earth signs that wanted to come out. The Star card. So what's beautiful here is, the Star card appears when there's been a time of great hurt but great healing. It represents Spirit's message to you that trust, believe, have hope, because out of that period of time that you've gone through with this 9 of Swords and this 8 of Swords still with that worry and anxiety and fear, but you've gone through a huge transformation and they are going through something as well. It's the trust that it's happening. The Star card comes when you are releasing emotions that no longer serve you. The Star card comes as well in soulmates when they're mirroring each other, and when you both can start to see the ripple effect of healing and what effect that's having on relationships around you, not just also with your soulmate as well. And you can see here that it's very beautiful, this card. From the ruins there is new life coming, there is growth coming, and it's been completely guided by Spirit and been completely protected as well. And on the bottom of the deck I see the Chariot. So there is going to be movement forward. And the Chariot is about that yin and the yang, but it's about letting go and letting God and going in the direction that you're being guided to go in. And lastly, my darling, if you just think of a question or two that you have, I'm just going to pull some angel answer cards for you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got communicate, well, in the bottom of the deck, you've got in the near future. So that's, again, just reassurance from spirit. You've got communicate clearly, and you've got recovery. And I'm not surprised to see recovery here with the star card and everything that's happened to lead to that point. Communicate clearly, I think, also brings me back to these 2 8 of Swords that you both have in your challenge position, where you both fear maybe being open and honest with each other. There is nothing more amazing than being vulnerable with somebody. And do you know, when you're not sure of the words to say, one of the great things that I've learned on this journey is to trust in your higher self. So you simply say thank you for the right words before you say them, and you open your mouth and you speak, and the words will come and they'll surprise you, and you'll think, oh, it's quite good as you're saying them, and but then you'll forget them afterwards because it's been your higher self, and whoever you talk to from your higher self, they listen. So that's just something about communicating clearly. Don't let it get stuck in your throat. You know, I was sort of coughing a bit earlier. Just trust in divine timing, trust in your feelings and their feelings. Their intentions are absolutely on beautifully on par with what is the outcome, which is also the 10 of Pentacles. And I just want to show you that and remind you of that again as well. And 10 and 10, it's like a 1 and 1 is 11, so it's good. It's all sort of a twin flame soulmate journey here. And it's a reminder to you about trusting in your knowing, communicating clearly. Know that at this time you are both going through recovery and rejuvenation and a rest period. They're going into hermit mode. Don't get overwhelmed by quietness from them. Know and understand this is part of their journey, and know that the outcome is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles. So wherever their intentions are now, it's absolutely heading in the direction that you and they both wish for. So my darlings, I hope that resonated and helped with whoever was listening. And as I said, if you would like to enter the 40, to get one of my 40 personal recorded readings for one question, just simply subscribe with the red button and then send me an email with your question and your star sign. But otherwise, I look forward to doing some more readings for you from next week going into November. Take care, my darlings. Have a rest of a wonderful Sunday evening. Bye-bye.